This is a fearful pizza. So we are at Damenzo's on Taylor Street. We ordered the ginormous beef in the pan, order onion rings, and we asked for a slice of pizza. And I don't want to touch the camera because I'm not good. And this is what we got on the pizza side. Like that's literally a flip of pizza.
Man, we said a slice.
And then we got crush for a soda pop, an orange and a grape. I don't know how good you can hear, but we'll show the food, and then when we get back in the car, I guess we'll talk about it in specifics. Kind of like we did last week.
So this is the big beef from Damenzo's on Taylor Street. And this is a slice of pizza, which looks more like 2 slices or maybe 4 slices or whatever.
26 slices.
It's all good. Onion rings.
I'm on an onion ring kick, lady.
So we gonna let y'all know what to do once we done baking this. Let's see what's to it. Yeah, so we just finished the meal, and as y'all can see from the pictures, like we pretty much didn't stand a chance. I mean, everything in my eyes, everything was good. The sauce of the pizza, it was a little sweet. I like sweet, but I'm figuring that's like more sauce for like maybe spaghetti, you know, instead of pizza, you know.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a 9.5 out of 10. You know, the beef was good. It was juicy, flavorful. The juice was flavorful. The peppers was good. I mean, hey, you don't get no complaints on my end. What about you?
I agree about the sauce. I think it's more appropriate for a pasta dish. So I think probably what they do is they use the same sauce for everything that requires sauce or whatever. I don't think nothing wrong with that. It's just, I like I'm a savory person. I almost don't like any food, like any dinner food or like something that you would think should be savory. I'm not a sweet person in that aspect. Like, I'm not a fan of orange chicken and that kind of stuff. So like for me, when I make spaghetti, it's very savory because I just don't like sweet. So that's my only thing about their pizza. I love their sausage. Their crust is always crispy, so that's always great. It's just I think it depends on what you like, because like I'm a pizza connoisseur on some real, you know what I'm saying? So like I look for certain things, but that's my personal palate or whatever. So if it wasn't for the sauce, I would say that pizza is definitely delicious. It's worth a try.
I think it still is worth a try.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You had some green peppers and some onions on there with it.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that. If you added green pepper and onion to the pizza, that taste would blend into the sauce, and it definitely would change it a lot. But I put Parmesan cheese on there, thinking that would add a little bit of salt to it, and it didn't. But if I would have just sprinkled some salt on there, it might have gave me what I was looking for. But I ain't really trying to go to the hospital, so I didn't do that. But we got onion rings also. Yeah. I'm personally on the onion ring kick.
Yeah. The onion rings, well, they was crispy, but not, not too crispy.
Yeah.
In my eyes, they were perfect, but
I would have liked them to be a little bit crispier. Yeah. And then the onion in it was like kind of thick, so you had to bite it to get it to break. So, you know, I know, like, my son loves onion rings, but he would prefer like a Burger King type onion ring where it's not necessarily a substantial onion feel to it. So if you're a person that likes onion rings but you hate the onion part of it or whatever, or if it's like if the onion is real, you can't get with it, you know, that might be something. But they were good. And I think it was $4.99 for the onion rings, and it was basically like a big like a paper plate full, and they were all big. So yeah, we took pictures of everything. We showed you that ridiculous ass slice of pizza. I still don't understand like what the measurement was on that. And we got the biggest beef, which is $20.69. It was you add $1 for cheese. We had mozzarella cheese, and I don't know how much it was for the peppers. We also had hot peppers. The beef was very good. The texture of it was amazing. It was it wasn't necessarily chopped up, but it wasn't big ass slices. Like sometimes you go get a beef and it's like big ass pieces. So it like I'm a texture person and bite person, so I feel like you can cut it and eat it. It was pretty easy to do that. It had a really nice taste to it. It wasn't like overly garlicky or salty or anything like that. And like he said, the juice of it had a nice flavor also. I asked that they put it on garlic bread.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So it added a little razzle dazzle. But the thing is, you got different kinds of garlic bread. You could taste the butter, so you know they took the roll and put the garlic butter and then face down. You know what I'm saying? And then put assemble the beef or whatever, and then they bake the cheese. So I'm gonna say overall, I guess, so we doing out of 10. I would give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, I give it an 8.5.
The onion rings don't count.
That adds to the 8.5. Yeah, because to me, okay. I'm just saying. To me, if I'm getting the onion ring, I want to hear it when I bite it, and I want that onion to tear. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then it's not life and death. You know what I'm saying? Like no one was hurt during the commission of that meal, but like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like there are places that I had onion rings for the first time at a place called Submarine Tender that I'm pretty sure we're gonna review very soon, and they fucked me up for a day. You know what I'm saying? They were really good, and I wouldn't think that I would get onion rings like that from a sub place. So, I'm if you know me, you know I love food. So I'm not giving nobody, you know what I'm saying, a oop, because you got to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the beef stands up at Damenzo's. It does. It stands up. But you like what you like, and we all have our preferences. You know what I'm saying? Like the portions is what it is with them. Like we didn't need to get that big ass beef. We could have got the regular size. Now, forgive me because I don't know what they call them. But when you go in there, they got pictures of the pan, so you can actually see the size of what it is that you're getting. And the crazy thing about it is, the pan that they come in is gonna be mostly your beef.
Yeah.
So, and then we asked them to dip it, and our beef took a bath. You know what I'm saying? Like it was. So they understand the assignment in there. They really do. So my thing is, if you go in there with somebody, you can get the beef in the pan. You can get the small one, and y'all can share it, and you know what I'm saying, you'll be straight. And if you're getting other things, you're gonna be good. So it was like $35 and some change. So they don't really necessarily fit the 10 you're in or 20 get you plenty profile. Even if you just got the beef by itself, it wouldn't fit either of those. But if you got the slice of pizza and the onion rings and maybe the pop, I think the 2 cans of pop, I think that might be 10 to get you in, maybe give or take another $1 or so. But I mean, for the amount of food that they give you, I think it was a great value. Because if you say $35, yeah, that's $17 a person.
Yeah, over 30 might hurt them.
What about over 30? It's finna get dirty.
The dirty 30.
The dirty 30. That's what it is.
30,
So
30.
dirty 30 for sure. I don't know. Like we've had our share of beefs in this relationship. You know what I'm saying? We've had hella beefs, and we've had a plenty of onion ring, and we probably had Soldier Field worth of pizza.
What?
So, I mean, it wasn't our first time coming here, but we wanted to rate it because I think a lot of people sleep on this restaurant. And the funny thing about us is we forget about it all the time.
Yeah.
Cause like, there are certain places that I like their food, but I don't like to go there because I don't like their service. There are two restaurants in particular that have great pizza, but their service sucks ass. Mama's and Albano's. They're owned by the same company, but like Albano's, I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. They have that same product, the baked beef in the pan, and like depending on who you talk to, if you go in there, who pick up the phone when you call, you just it's very very crapshooty. So like I guess in my old age, I'm one of those people that's like, if I'm giving you my money, talk to me nice,
Right.
Because I could go anywhere or cook myself. You know what I'm saying? But
She
like,
definitely make a good beef.
oh yeah, I just recently cracked the code on the beef. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but toot, goddammit. But yeah, like it's they were nice. And even the people that that worked there, they was cool. You could sit in there and eat. It's very low key, very casual, and they open late. Tonight they close at 1, so I say check them out. I feel like they are sleeping giant. They also have the giant pizza puff. Now,
Yeah, we're gonna definitely review that next time we go there.
them and Albano's are the two that have it. One of them fries it, one of them bakes it. I think Damenzo's bakes it.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it, but I just it's so much pizza, and I never, like, after I sit and eat it that first time, I never want it. I don't never want the leftovers. I don't even want to touch it later on that night. I've always been that way. I've always been that way with that particular thing.
So next time we go, we get it and cut it in half.
I just always give it to somebody else. I don't know, it just, I don't know what it is with that. I do like the one at Albano's a little bit more because it's fried, so the crust is crispier. So I'm a textured person, but yeah, I'm full as hell. Seriously.
Yeah, but I'm full as hell, and if y'all trying to get full as hell, I would suggest y'all stop by Damenzo's on Taylor, and I believe it's Claremont, right off Western. They got good food, they got good service, and you won't be disappointed. So
If you go during the day, parking might be a thing because that's over there. Is that called? That's not University Village, is it? It's considered Little Village.
No, it's Little.
Whatever. Yeah. We did see a bunch of people that look like everybody in their family name is either Paulie or Maria, for sure.
Yeah. So this been this week of Lionel's and Edna's food review, reviewing Damenzo's. It was off the chain. If y'all in Chicago, or if y'all from Chicago and ain't heard about it, or if y'all in Chicago and y'all ain't heard about it, y'all heard about it now. So this is Lionel.
Oh,
Appetite Full.
sorry. They also got subs. They got Italian subs and they got like regular subs. I got you one time. You said you loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a sub, what's wrong? If you're a sub person, they also have those as well. They got pasta, they got fries. I think they got tacos too. That's got a different name, but it's all in the same restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, I ain't mean to mess up your outro. I just wanted to say that about the subs.
Yeah, so y'all hit the like, hit the subscribe, the notification button. We got more coming. Lionel and Edna's food review, Friday nights. Y'all stay tuned, because eventually we're going to go live and we're going to do it the right way. But we getting it out the mud, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. This is Lionel and this is Edna. We out of here. Peace.